Hi, I'm Ellen Violette. I'm a literary strategist and publishing expert. And today I'm going to be talking about book reviews. And the first thing that I want to tell you is very critical, and I don't think people really understand this. So, what people think they're getting out of book reviews, and they are getting this, is social proof. Okay, and social proof is important. But the other thing that you're getting that's really critical is that you're getting in the algorithms of Amazon. Okay? Hi, Foed. And that's what keeps you, one of the things that keeps you up on Amazon is them seeing in the algorithms that you are getting reviews, and this is why you need to get them on a regular basis. And I didn't know that actually for a long time. So that was, and it's become more and more important. I mean, they put more and more emphasis on that. So what most people do, and I'm guilty of it too, is going and launching a new book and getting reviews, but not getting enough of them and not making it a part of my daily, monthly, or yearly to-do list to get them on a regular basis to help you to stay up in the algorithms. So that's really the critical thing of why you want to get them. And the other thing is that the more reviews you have, the more Amazon actually promotes for you. And again, that has to do with the algorithm. So they're seeing it, and then they like that you've got action, and then they start promoting you. And I love it when I get hi Brandy. I love it when I get an email from them saying, we know you like business books, and here's some business books for you to go buy, and one of them is mine. So again, that's why you want to have those book reviews, okay, and do it on a regular basis. Okay, so again, it's like when you're making your weekly, your monthly, your yearly plan, be sure, if you're an author, be sure that you're putting that, getting those reviews onto your list of things that you need to do on a regular basis. Okay, so that was a really important thing that I wanted to tell you. Now, the other thing is quantity matters, and that's, again, it's twofold. One is because Amazon sees it more, but also potential customers see it more. And if it's between buying a book that has 4 or 5 reviews versus one that has 200 or 300 reviews, people are like sheep, unfortunately, and they like to feel safe. They like to feel like they're liking what everybody else is liking, and they want to participate because they feel like maybe they're missing out on something if they don't look at that book. So that's another reason why it's important to keep getting those reviews and building it up. And then, of course, the more books that you put up there, the more, each time you do that, each time you do a book launch, each time you just get more traffic anyway, and then that adds to it. And then each one will say, people who bought this book also bought these books, and they'll always show your books first. So if you are doing a launch and they're showing your book, they're going to show your other books, and then people buy more books, and it's a positive spiral upward. So that's important. Okay, and so the bottom line is that's why you want to keep getting legitimate reviews, and you want to be proactively seeking them out. And I want to emphasize legitimate, okay? I have people contact me all the time who want to pay me to write a review. You don't, in that sense, you don't want to be on Fiverr or something, or go to Fiverr and pay for reviews. You don't want to go other places and pay for reviews in that sense. Now, people do offer incentives for people to give book reviews all the time. And so what I wanted to do was share a few of the ways that when I work with clients, how we get book reviews. So there are a couple ways to do this. People always ask me when they're ready to launch their book, because I do a lot of these, how they should do it. When should they put their book in KDP, and how are they going to get the reviews? So there are a couple ways. One is you can make the book 99 cents, and then offer to pay people back for going and buying the book, and giving you an honest review. And that's the reason not to put it in KDP yet. Okay. Well, hi, Marcy. Nice to see you. So so you don't want to put it in KDP yet, because if you put it in KDP, then it's going to cost you $2.99 to pay people back, and you don't want to pay them $2.99 when you can pay them 99 cents. So that's why you do that. You can do that first. The other thing that you can do is you can take one of your free days if you're putting your book in KDP Select, because you get 5 days out of every 90 days when it's in there, as long as you're giving Amazon an exclusive. And so you can take one of those days and make it free, but then what you want to do is not like tell the whole world. Okay, what you want to do is just tell the people that you want to go and give you a review. Because really, until you start, getting your machine going, doing your launch and getting in the announcement sites and getting people to know that it's there, just putting it up on Amazon usually doesn't get you a whole lot in the beginning. And so, I know people are always afraid that they're going to get too many people and it's going to get them partway to number one, but not far enough. So I did have a client who didn't understand that and then told too many people, but even then it worked out. So that's what you can do. So you can either pick a free day, or you can make it 99 cents first and then put it into KDP when you're ready to launch. Now, one of the things that I've been asked is, well, what about swapping reviews? So if you want to swap reviews, you can do that, but don't swap it where I'm going to write you one today and you're going to write me one today, because Amazon might see that and they wouldn't like that. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So if you agree to do a swap with somebody, what you'll want to do is just do them at different times. And usually, like if you do it for someone when they're launching and they do it for you when you're launching, chances are you guys aren't launching at the same time anyway. So then that's not an issue. The other thing that you want to be aware of is that, hi Paul, the other thing you want to be aware of is that you don't want to have, family members that have the same last name as you, okay, because they'll see that. And then the other thing that you don't want to do is, like when I work with clients, I noticed in the early days, if I would go in there and work on helping them publish it, and then they wanted me to write a review, I couldn't write a review because Amazon would say, that I knew them. So they do have a way of keeping track that you are connected to that other person and you've been in their account. So you want to make sure you don't do that as well. And then the other thing you want to be aware of is that people who have not spent $50 in Amazon cannot give you reviews. Okay? So like if you've got really good friends that are willing to give you reviews but they never buy anything on Amazon, maybe you could give them a gift card, and that way they can go and then they'll have their $50 in there. So I have a client I'm working with right now, and that's an issue for him. Oh, thanks, Tony. Yeah, that's an issue for him because he's saying, all of his students, he's a teacher, he says all of his students usually buy on eBay, and so they don't have $50 yet on Amazon. So, it is something to consider, and we do have the holidays coming up, so this is a great time to think about that, and maybe giving some of, your closest friends, if you can afford to do that, $50 gift cards, and then they're in for life. So that's something else you can do. And then the other thing that I want to say is, if you want to use books as a main marketing tool, then you do need to start tracking this. And I'm talking to me as much as I'm talking to you. I've been guilty of it too, okay? But that really is one of my goals for 2018. Because when I got on the internet, I wanted to write books. That was really my main thing. I ended up being a really good coach, and I started coaching, and that kind of, the passive income and the royalties and everything kind of went to the side. But I come from the music business, and I still get money. I don't get a lot, but I get money I don't think I get it every month, but I get it every year. When I do my taxes, I see that I made money. And so, when you add more books, you make more money, and it's that passive income. And as you get older, believe me, it's a really great thing to have. I value it much more at my age than I did when I first started 13 years ago. So, but to do that, you need to get serious, and you need to start, keeping track of who you're reaching out to in order to get your reviews, so that you'll know, who you've already hit up and if they said yes or no. And also because if it's something you're doing on a regular basis, you're not going to remember all the people. There's just no way. You know, the better that you do at this, the more you really need to track it. And the truth is, most authors don't do this, okay, and then they don't know what's working, they don't know what's not working. And I'll just throw this in as a little aside, you know, the same thing, you should track your sales daily as well, and that's important too. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to say today about reviews, but what I also wanted to tell you is, it just came to me the other day that I really am going to start doing more of these, but I'm going to do them inside my Facebook group. So if you like what I shared today and you want a lot more tips, tricks, strategies, then I want to urge you to join my group at facebook.com/groups/spread your message, change your life. Okay, that's facebook.com/groups/spread your message, change your life, and I'll put the link at the end of this, and you know, once I get it up online. But that's what I really want to do. I really want to give a lot of value in the group, and I want to grow the group, and I want the group to be a really great place for people to get to network and to get tips and strategies, to be able to ask me questions, and so I'm really planning to step it up in there. So that's it for today. And I would love your comments. You know, as Tony said, great value, which I really appreciate. If you feel that this would help people that you're connected to, feel free to share it with them. Sign me up. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay. Tony says he's an author. Cool. I'm finally seeing the comments. I wasn't seeing the comments before. I'm so excited. Okay, Brandy, thanks. Oh, you're very welcome. Anyway, I'm going to start tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be my first one. It'll be like this, only, you know, they'll be inside the group. And I'm going to shoot for doing them mostly at noon, but I know there's some days of the month when I do have things that I'm part of where their thing is at noon, so I can't always do it at noon. And I don't know then I'm going to do it every day, but I guarantee you that if you're in that group, you're going to get at least, you know, two a week, where I will, you know, share. And I didn't even realize how much I have to share. I've got a ton, but you know what happens is sometimes you think, you go, oh, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? But the truth is there's always something to talk about, and you're welcome to ask your questions in there. You're welcome to tell me things you'd like to hear me talk about, and I'm really excited. So I'll see you there. Okay? Bye-bye.